Hey everybody, welcome back to Salt and Sanctuary. I got a new mask, kinda.
Also, it's House of Splendor, for fuck's sake. Thank you everyone for telling us multiple times.
I mean, it's good. Also, I'm demonstrating what the Crystal Sphere does. I am brainwashing Covenants. Yeah, with the Crystal Sphere, you could convert any Covenant to your Covenant, and everybody must know the splendor of gold! Now here is the demonstration of working. I've done a lot of working since the last video, and I've hunted everything I possibly could up till now, and I got a couple things. I got a bunch of gold wine, and I believe I get one cleansing handkerchief. Amusingly enough, cleansing handkerchief. It could stop alcoholism.
It's an alcohol filter.
Yeah, we just stick it, directly in our fucking liver. Liver? Yeah, liver.
Yes, in our crotch.
Now I'm kinda, I've gotten well past the point of optimization for this build, so right now I'm just kinda fucking around. I want to go down heavy weapons build just so I could have more strength and armor. And then I also kinda want to go down light armor because I want to wear a mask that I'm gonna get later. So, for everybody that's talking about optimized builds, this ain't it. Also, for demonstration, since I believe someone brought it up in the video, or in the thread, if I could find it. Do I not have one? There is a glitch in this game where, what's it called? There's a slight glitch where stuff like pistols and crossbows, you could actually wield those and use them. So if you want to cheat, like the filthy cheater you are, you can have a little bit of piercing damage, which can actually help. Because for the next two videos, the bosses are the absolute most agonizing fucking things on the planet.
Yeah, I think you mentioned a couple times it's the piercing damage, like they're resistant to it, so that's what makes the ore run kind of difficult for you.
Well, ore is bludgeoning, and that's gonna be the thing. So we're not gonna do Red Hollow Cages until much, much later in the LP. And I say much later, I probably mean like, what? 2 or 3 videos?
Much later for us. It takes us a while to record these.
Yeah, I'm really irresponsible with time management. By the way, we're recording this the day before release.
Yay.
Hey. Now this is kind of a sequence breaky thing just because of how quick the enemies and bosses scale up in this area. But we could just, completely ignore the Red Hollow Cages and go this way. This place leads to a dungeon with a lot better skills in my opinion. Also useless shortcuts that I keep forgetting. But I honestly don't think the developers intended you to go this way. Because there's a lot of paths that get blocked off, like this. And you often need something by going through the Red Hollow Cages in order to go through there. However, I don't know if I should say I'm stubborn, but this is the only path I know. Like, you saw how awful I was in Red Hollow Cages. It was the worst. By the way, we're going to be introduced to a couple new mechanics here at the Dome of the Forgotten. That file's one of them, this is the other one.
Is it a mimic?
I guess?
It's a squid mimic.
Yeah, it's a mimic in the most traditional sense, because I wouldn't say that they're slimes, but in the classic mythos of the mimic, they are kind of like a sticky, adhesive blob thing. So yeah, mimics are just really goofy things. They won't kill you on tricking you, but it hurts a lot. Like, so much.
Looks like we got pretty high arcane defense.
I think that might be coming from my thief set. Because I know we have high fire due to some of the blacksmith stuff I've picked up, and why am I just idling here? There we go.
You weren't sure if you deserved a level up.
I think I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Either that or I got like a phone call that just ended instantly.
Sort of on that note, What would you say is the optimal route for an ore-only run, as far as leveling up your character?
I would say heavy weapons route. Mainly because heavy weapons gives you all the strength you're going to need because the ore is A scaling? It's either A or S. It's going to give you all the strength you'll need for, like, the cheapest stuff. It'll also give you dex sporadically, just because in order to wield heavy weapons you need some dex. And it also gives you access to a lot of encumbrance and... No, endurance is based on level. No, it gives you willpower. Willpower is your stamina basis, so if you go down that path, you'll get a lot of the stats you need in order to do a more tolerable ore run. I'm just kind of putzing around here. By the way, I don't remember if they were in any of the last episodes, but if I haven't mentioned it before, there's Yoku platforms.
Gotta Mega Man it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not as obnoxious. Like, what's it called? In this game, there's one optional puzzle that is obnoxious with the Yoku blocks. But you will never see these and then get stuck somewhere. Also, you know how they've been giving us a lot of vials? There are invisible enemies in this game.
Is that what you need them for?
Yep. Limited duration, limited inventory initially. Once you run out, you have to farm it, or you have to have some arcane mastery to use the Undersight spell. One of the few design decisions I honestly don't like, because taking that potion is something is something you'll often forget. You'll just walk into a situation and be like, wait, I'm missing something, and then you're dead. Because those things hit like a truck.
What are these dudes?
I don't know. They kind of remind me of the archers from Symphony of the Night, but more boring. Hornet Steel, that's what they're called.
That's descriptive.
Original content Hornet Steel. I don't apologize. I gotta say something while I'm failing the platform here. The Dome of the Forgotten is pretty good, but there's also a lot of mechanics that I don't appreciate.
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion gear. We'll actually be seeing an enemy that has a gear on, I want to say next video. Yeah, next video, because we're nowhere near there yet. It's a pretty cool looking gear if you like heavy armor, but I'm a big Dark Souls player that has to roll everywhere. Now, this is my favorite gear, the Merchant's gear. It looks so dumb, I love it.
Does it have any special abilities?
No, it's level 0 gear.
Oh.
Anyone can wear it, and it's bad. Now, I have drinking the Goldschlager. Goldschlager does, as mentioned before, increase damage, increases ability to take hits, and gold drops. And it lasts a good while.
You would think the merchant's outfit would increase gold drops as well.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's a gold drink. For a second there I thought, yeah, I just poisoned myself.
Yeah. Alcoholism, dude. It's a bad thing. Also, look, I don't have the Vial of Undersight up.
Oh, yeah.
And that is why I died.
Damn.
See what I mean about bad mechanics? You'll be put in situations of, wait a minute, I feel like forgetting something. Oh, I'm dead. Now that we actually have this part, once you have a potion up, this area is not actually all that difficult. There's the ever faintest of hints that will tell you that these guys are there, but unless you're actively paying attention, in which case, why don't you have a potion, you won't be seeing it.
Now, is there a reason that the House of Prosper, I think that's, whatever, them...
Splendor.
Splendor, their logo appears on the wine up in the corner there?
It means that these inventory items are A, class-specific, and B, affected by Hunter's Covenant. Like, when I... Excuse me, I'm having trouble breathing here. If I had gone with the Poison group a while ago, their healing item also comes with their icon indicating, hey, this may not be your healing item, be careful. It's a bit of an organization thing, but mostly it's a way of saying you might have stuff from working for another guild.
Is that the Scorpion guy?
No, that is just another Bronze Knight, but he has an axe.
Oh.
Also,
Nice.
that went well, I think. This, however, won't. So, first off on the list of bosses that are heavily resistant to bludgeoning damage.
He must be very lonely.
So, let me tell you a fun story about this boss. This boss has no resistances to piercing damage, bludgeoning damage, fire damage, and holy damage. You wanna know how much damage he has, resistance he has to bludgeoning? 450.
Great. So it's like a boss specifically designed to screw over ore-only runs.
Oh no, there will be 2 others that do that. And it's the most unfun thing on the planet. Like, there's a Covenant that could mitigate that problem, but it takes so long to get there, and I don't feel like doing it. But man, this is the worst thing on the planet. Especially since with the polearm, the moveset is not really good for this. Though I did notice the damage, and I have to check something real quick. Hang on a second. Fact-checking mid-LP, check this shit out.
I apologize if you mentioned it at the start and I completely blanked on it, but what is that glitch that allows you to use firearms?
It's an oversight, more than anything. Basically, the developers just forgot to code in firearms and crossbows as a non-issue with this ore-only run.
And you're sure it's not intentional?
Positive, because it doesn't happen on the magic-only and the pot-only runs.
Huh.
Oh yeah, the Inquisitor doesn't have 450 bludgeon resist, he has 500.
Oh, good.
So not only am I doing less damage, I can't really hit him all that well. The main issue why I was curious is because he actually has less health than most bosses.
It's certainly hard to tell at this rate.
Though I did kind of fuck up, he's not weak to holy damage, he's actually resistant to it. He's weak to fire and lightning.
So then you putting on holy damage, did that make it worse for you?
I put on lightning damage, but yeah, but if I put on the handkerchief thing, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't be doing less damage, but the benefit would be marginal at best.
Is there a reason the vial at the top is flashing red? Are you actually getting alcohol poisoning?
I am about to. Like, it flashes that because the dark blue meter stays if you keep drinking alcohol, but once the light meter ends, you're clear of it. If I had gotten one more drink, I would have a poison buildup. Now, it just builds up like regular poison, but I still find it amusing that you could have alcohol poisoning in this game.
So, I was joking when I said that. That's actually correct.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
God, that was awful.
Annihilated.
We get the Untouched Inquisitor's Ashes. I believe you get a cool, like, scythe-like weapon from that. But we're not done yet. There's one more boss here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to take up the latter quarter of this video. In the meantime, though, let's spend some salt. I think the worst part about this game is that we're hitting a point where bosses have more resistances and higher HP pools, yet you yourself don't have blacksmiths to augment your damage. So you can't get that little edge that'll help you out further. You're kind of stuck in a rut.
How high can you level up your ore?
Level 7, but I won't be seeing that until either late or end game, just because of how rare it is, unless I decide to go farming, in which case, fuck.
Is it purely a soul, like, or how many salts you have? Like, it costs too much, or is it specifically the upgrade items you need?
It's farming the upgrade items. It's like trying to get a Titanite slab, but not one of the freebies. Now here's me actually demonstrating the glitch, because I took the skill expressly for the purpose of demonstrating it, because it does work. And this game has been out for a little under a year, and they haven't patched that yet, so maybe it was an oversight, but an intended one? Now there is a benefit to you doing the dual wield of ore and crossbow. A little crossbow shot that you do that sends you back, that can help with dodging.
I don't think so.
It's a little bit, but it could help.
You know the weird thing about House of Splendor? The masks, they look less like they're supposed to be ornate or anything. They look more like the masks you put on serial killers.
Yeah, like, I want to say lepers more than anything, but yeah, it's definitely a mask of shame more than glory.
It does also look like the leper mask from Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, but the leper mask is a lot more interesting. By the way, here's a invisible mage. They're especially not fun because they could stay away forever.
Crunch.
Yep, there go my knees. Don't worry though, I have wine, it's fine. The interesting thing about wine is that it doesn't heal as fast, but man, it lasts a long time. Now, I don't know if it's this fight, but a variation on this fight gets really fucking weird, and we'll demonstrate something.
Very quickly, I'm guessing the poison effect and the general effects of the wine are the same length.
Mm-hmm.
That does make sense.
Alright, gonna get out of here, gonna get out of here. I think everything's fine.
Oh.
What the fuck? So yeah, you asked 1 or 2 videos ago if enemies could take falling damage? Yes.
Fantastic.
And when I was doing that recording, I was like, what the hell? Okay. That axe dude really wanted my blood. He was about to get it.
Ah, my hernia!
Oh no, my knees!
My leg!
The next boss is actually swiftly approaching. However, there's an item there that I want to try, and I hate trying to get this item because it fucking sucks, and I never could do it right.
Ooh.
The best way to do that is wait until the perk you get next video. But all you get from it is just a stone guide, which is nice. It allows you to warp to more places, but it's not really worth the fucking frustration. Speaking of frustration, I want to take a quick guess of how many tries it takes me to beat this boss, Thorn.
4.
Pretty close, actually.
3. 5.
7. Oh, 3. So you were right. Say hello to the third lamb. You know how I said bosses are starting to not like strike damage? 500 resist, triple the HP of the previous boss.
Is this supposed to be like Parrot Hellboy?
Kinda, yeah. It's supposed to be a... Oh, what am I thinking of? Griffin. Griffin is what I'm thinking of. But it got bastardized or something? I don't know. The story is very fast and loose in this game. But this thing is weak to, I believe, fire exclusively. Now, it's hard to tell in the preview video, but if you look in the top left corner of the screen, I have 19 fire pots. I needed those because, man, with just the wine, it takes so fucking long to do damage on this guy. My original idea was to have the first fight and then cut it off to the similar point in this fight. But then I thought, that's really fucking slow and boring. I'm just gonna show this fight. Because Ugh. This boss seems tame now. He has a lot of dirty tricks, but he seems manageable. Once you get him to about half HP, that changes rather quickly.
Yeah, this first half of the fight is looking very repetitive.
Also, I'm nearing the danger zone here. The big issue here is also I don't have a lot of stamina. Like, I should have been focusing on that more, but I don't really have a lot. And because of that, my dodge opportunities are limited. Also, somebody mentioned it in the thread, but it's never become relevant until now. You notice how my stamina bar has a very minute damage to it?
Oh, yeah.
Every attack and roll takes off either 1/10 or 100 of your stamina bar. Which is small in general, but in this edge case where I have to do a boss fight for 5 minutes, it kind of gets relevant.
You see, you were warning me about a boss fight in part 8, you didn't warn me about this one.
Well, this one's not bad, but it does show the flaws of the ore run. In that you're gonna reach a point where it gets unfun. It also doesn't help that in Phase 2, I should have mentioned this a while back, but he gets a lot of attacks that have 0-frame startups. So you'll be rolling away from one attack, and then he'll be instantly hitting you with another attack that gets you on your roll recovery. Like, one thing he likes to do is, well, he likes to do that, the launcher into the lightning shotgun, which has killed me a lot. He also likes to do lightning spray into lightning homing shots into lightning blink attack. Basically covering every opportunity to damage him. He'll also do a lightning spray into homing lightning into like that air rising swipe. But man, this boss is not fun, and he's also not the worst. Well, I say worse in relative terms. This boss is actually dangerous in an annoying way. The next boss we're gonna fight is just, you know, boring. Well, the boss after the next boss we're gonna fight in the next video.
Did his lightning attack turn around?
Mm-hmm. He has a homing attack that could just, you know, curve in midair.
Huh.
Also, I have been hit so much, I am down 1/4 my HP. That is a shining example of what's wrong with the latter Dark Souls games, in my opinions. Fucking 1-frame reaction attacks is stupid. If you're a game developer, never do that. It promotes tedium, as you could plainly see. Now we get an interesting new upgrade. It's not really organic, but it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's a lightsaber.
I mean... Are lightsabers technically hard? I mean, nothing can go through them, but they're... Can you bend a lightsaber? If you hit a mirror with a lightsaber, will it deflect it?
Clearly, these are the answers we need for Star Wars Episode 8.
Yes. We get the hard light brands. So, I mentioned before that torches are a lot more dynamic in this game.
Huh.
Well, now we have mandated platforming. It's not anything too bad, and I actually think it's an interesting mechanic and done in a lot of cool ways, but yeah, it's just a way to, you know, do different platforming.
To be fair, so are the last 2 upgrades you've gotten.
Yeah, kinda. Wall jump and invert.
Oh no, I have inverted.
It's like, oh no, I'm upside down. But never fret, I don't have a frown. Blah. But yeah, that's it for the Forgotten Dome. Next episode, Ziggurat of Dust, and a long, long boss fight.